La da 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 da. La da dee la da dee doo, la dee ba doo boo 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 boo, shibby dee dee boo boo, la ba da ba da ba ba, dee ba dee ba dee boo boo, la ba dee ba dee boo boo, shibby boo, shabba ba, bee bee boo boo ba dee boo boo ba doo, shut up ba 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 dee bee bee ba dee bee ba da ba da boo, hey ba ba da ba da bee ba dee ba dee ba ba da ba da bee ba dee ba dee boo ba da boo ba da ba da bee. Bum bum ba bum 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 ba bum 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 ba bum bum ba bum bum ba bum 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 ba bum 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 ba bum 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 ba bum bum bum. Hi, hello, my name is Jeremiah with Red Nose Wellness, and today is Let's Talk About It, Health and Wellness. With Jeremiah Callihan. That's me. My goodness. I hope that you're having a superly duperly awesome, amazing, fabulously, superly great, phenomenally spectacular day. And if not, well, then we're just going to make today wonderful. Why? Well, because I said so. Well, hot damn, here we go. My goodness. All right. So, first and foremost, I might want to turn this on. Is it working? Oh, there it goes. All right. So, each Monday we talk about anger management. Mad Mondays. Every Tuesday is Let's Talk About Health and Wellness. I know I still have that that habit of saying Terrific Tuesday. I'm like it's there. I'm not indulging it. Okay, William. My goodness. It is Let's Talk About It Health and Wellness Tuesdays, where we talk about the 8 dimensions of wellness. On Thursdays is parenting education with Red Nose Wellness. That's me. My goodness. All right. So each week we're going to talk about, on Tuesdays we're going to talk about different elements of wellness. So you have your emotional wellness, your spiritual wellness, intellectual wellness, environmental wellness, physical wellness, financial wellness, occupational wellness, social wellness. You have the 8 dimensions of wellness. Okay? With the 8 dimensions of wellness, each week we're going to talk about it. And I get a pick. And I'm going to try not to do one week the same, or like each week have like the same different topics, because they're 8, you can turn them into 16. 16, you can turn them into 32. 32, you will just have a freaking blast. It'll be great. But today, specifically today, why? Because I had it on my mind. We are going to talk about, well, that's just disappointing. I just clicked out of my own slideshow. One momento. Come on, boys. Let's give it another whirl. This week we are going to talk about occupational wellness. Occupational wellness? What the heck do you mean? Occupational wellness? What's that? That's where you work, right? That's where you get a paycheck. Okay, here's the crazy part. How about you reform your mind to thinking, instead of getting an occupation, yes, you already know what I'm going to say if you know me, a vocation. Because a vocation is something that you're more passionate about, something that's going to drive you rather than occupational. Well, Jeremiah, nobody has time for that. And like, how in the holy moly am I going to find something that I like doing? Like, it's all about making money. Well, I promise you, if you think that life is nothing about making money, you're never going to make enough, because you're never going to satisfy that money-seeking monster. Now, if you do pursue something that you enjoy doing, I promise you, at the end of that road, at the end of that venture, you will find something absolutely satisfying. How do I know this? Because I'm doing it right freaking now. I created Red Nose Wellness, started back in November, and ever since we have just been flying off the freaking shelves. And I get to do every single day, I get to do this. I get to do exactly what I want, when I want, and how I want to do it. And it just so happens that my heart is out for helping just people I don't know. Okay? It's my passion. It's my vocation. And I just happen to get paid for it, which allows me to do small little nice beautiful gimmicks like offering free services online, which is beneficial, okay? Hello. Jeremiah, how do you find your vocation? How do you find your occupation? So what is occupational wellness? Occupational wellness is personal satisfaction and enrichment from one's work, okay? Tonight, I'm going to spoil the secret for you. Tonight, I'm going to share with you the secret of work, and I'm going to blow your plausible deniability, to which you will now understand the game of work. All right? I don't have any crazy graphics. I don't have any illustrations, so if you lose your attention span really quickly, then, well, I don't know what to tell you. But if you want to know the secret, just hang on for a second, okay? There are certain rules in the work world that nobody ever tells you, but you are expected to understand and to know, and you learn. It's an occupational hazard, and you learn along the way, okay? Nobody will tell you this, what I'm about to tell you. Because in a lot of ways, it threatens the same system to which other people will step on you to achieve. And everybody is stepping on each other to achieve a certain status, to achieve a certain number to which they feel they've gotten ahead in life. It's an occupational rat race. And there is a way out of it. And it's a beautiful, beautiful, it's a beautiful approach, okay? First, you have to understand what exactly is going on whenever it comes to occupation, okay? Step one, rule one. Everybody is out for themselves in one way or another. The inherent selfishness in the occupational world, everyone is out for themselves. Your bosses are out for themselves. Your coworkers are out for themselves. And everyone is trying to get a lead. And they are friendly until it comes to the point where they have to step on you to get ahead. And absolutely have experienced it myself. They'll step on you. They'll step on you without ever having any regard for your well-being. Okay? So everyone's out for themselves. When everyone is out for themselves in this wonderful rat race we call life, when everyone's out for themselves, it really makes some situations in the work world a little disheartening. Okay, so when you start feeling that disheartening feel in the occupational wellness, you start getting a little bitter, and you start getting a little bit more resentful, and you start feeling and responding to certain situations and people in such a way to which you normally wouldn't respond or react in, but yet everyone else is just doing it, and so it's like a side effect. It's a side. It's a cause and effect. Okay. So here's the rules. Nobody cares about you. Nobody cares about your well-being. It's all about them, and it's about getting to the top. That's step one. Two. Your goal for any company is to make money. Your goal is to benefit them. Their goal is not to benefit you. If they have benefits that benefit you, they are to keep you happy and complacent so you will benefit them. Another rule. This specifically goes with interviews. You need to interview your potential occupational position as much as they interview you. Now, I have my own experience working in hotels and hospitality of doing interviews and hiring people. The people that interviewed me, just as specifically as I interviewed them, got the job every single time. They asked thorough questions. They were interested in the position. They were interested in trying to figure out if it was a good fit, which by effect actually made them more appetizing because they were showing an interest, which goes to another rule, right? There's all these rules. I need you to be invested. If you are a business, the business needs you to be invested. That's your time, that is your energy, that is your attention. In occupations, they need your time. They need your time, your dedication. Well, I'm not getting paid what I feel like I should be paid. That's your self-worth, and we'll get to that in a second. But overall, I need you to benefit me. I need you to see, and it's like there's a whole scope that they don't ever tell you, but everybody knows. Once you get into a whole work world, when you get into your occupation, when you get into all these companies, you are expected to understand this and to agree with it. And it's funny because it will wreck your health. Every single time, without doubt, it will always wreck your health. So what the hell do you do about it? How do you take care of your own occupational wellness? How do you find personal satisfaction and enrichment in your work? Okay? It is not just wake up, get ready, go to work, go home, enjoy maybe a little bit, go to bed, wake up, go to work, come home, go to bed, wake up, go to work, go home, go wake up, go to bed, or go wake up, go to work, go home, go wake up, go to work, go home, wake up, go work, come home. It's not all of it. It's not. If you feel that you are just doing that in life, you have found yourself in the wrong position. You have found yourself in the wrong job. You have found yourself in the wrong occupation, and you are wasting your life. If you ever wake up in the morning and you feel like I'm just wasting my life and I'm going to a job to which I hate and I can't stand doing this and I don't even know why I'm here, you are most definitely in the wrong sector, and you are not living to your full potential. And if you're not living to your full potential, you're going to get bitter, you're going to get mean, you're going to get aggravated, and people are not going to want to be around you, and you're going to find yourself going, well, we all have to live, we all have to make a paycheck, we all have to pay bills. Things that you can't avoid in life is death and taxes, like, right? But what if there's a better way? What if there is a better way to approach your life and your occupation? Now, see, that's the crazy part. Walk with me. If you can control your well-being and your occupational, you can find things that you are more grateful, thankful, and happy towards. The whole goal of life is whatever you decide. They are your terms and conditions. I cannot tell you what your goal in life is. That is solely for you. I cannot tell you what will work best for you. What works best for you is not what will work best for me. And what works best for me is not always what will work best for everyone else. You hear me? Okay. So, you have to ask yourself some hard questions. You just do. Like, you have to ask yourself, what is it that you want to do? What are the things in life that would benefit me, that would help me feel like I'm fulfilling what I want to fulfill in life? How could I be providing the best life that I would want to live? And that's the number one thing, is you have to live a life that you want to live. And you like, seriously, you need to be the person you would want to be around. You will need to be and become the person that if you had to spend $50 at any given moment, you would pay for. You have to be the person that you wish was in the world. That being said, it's easy to get caught up in the rat race. What happens is after high school, you either decide to go to college or you decide to find a real job, or you stick with the job that you've had since you were 16. And then you have to ask yourself, what do I want to do in my life? Who do I want to be? What is it, if I didn't make money, if I could do for free, I'd do it? That's where a vocation comes in. If I did not have to worry about bills and money, would I still do what I'm doing now? Anger management, CPR and first aid training, health and wellness, and parenting and education. If I didn't make money at that, would I still do what I'm doing now? Abso-freaking-lutely. I'm the happiest I've ever been in my occupational life. I have found my vocation and I love it dearly. I'm happy. Now that comes from someone that has been previously. I've been a trainer. I've been a peer support and wellness coach. I've been a general manager for Hilton. I've been a operations manager for Marriott. I wasn't happy. The money was sometimes great, and I met some wonderful, beautiful people, but I ultimately didn't feel like I was meeting my need. We all have this occupation. We all have this obligation. There you go. That we need to do what's best for us. So I don't blame someone that is in a leadership role or a company role and they have the notion that it's all about them. Because it really is. But in the same breath, it's all about you. And we forget that. It's not mostly in a most inherently selfish response, but when I die, that's it. I'm dead. When you die, game over. Are you living the life that you want to be living? Are you meeting and fulfilling those needs to which you're given a death sentence? You're told you're going to die tomorrow. Did you live the life that you wanted to live? You have to make money. That's absolutely true. But how about instead of continuously finding yourself doing things that you don't want to do so you can live a life that you don't want to keep on living, how about you find something that makes you happy? How about you find something that might interest you to which you might give your best effort? I'm not saying you have to go start your company, but how about you actually give yourself an actual attempt at finding something that makes you feel good about yourself? What is it that makes you happy? A lot of the times we don't know what makes us happy. We don't know what we can do occupational wise and still make money to which we feel that we could do it long term. And it's wild too, because we deserve to be happy. We deserve to live a life that is worth living. You know what makes you happy, and it's heavy drugs. What heavy drugs make you happy? I'll indulge you on this, Carlo. Let's go down this freaking rabbit hole. Let's do it, brother. Brother from another mother. Let's go for it. What heavy drugs make you happy? Either you're being sincere or you're a troll, which I'm okay with both. It's funny too, because a lot of the times someone hears that and they kind of go on to the defense and they start backtracking what they said. Let's dive straight into it. You like doing drugs? Or you like making heavy drugs? Because that's two separate as well. What do you consider as heavy drugs? I usually smell my socks after a long day of work. Okay, well, at that point then, you're a troll. Good to know. I thought you were wanting an honest conversation. Wild. Oh, watch this. Boom. Craziness. Hey, socks could be your drugs, but I doubt it. On a more sincere note, what makes you happy? If you could do anything, what would that be? I think you deserve the best in life, but I think that you deserve to give yourself some patience and some grace. Without grace, without patience, you're not going to have patience with yourself. And without patience with yourself, you're not going to have patience towards others. How do you fix or help your occupational wellness? First, find a job that you really would prefer to do.
Like, even if it's a low-paying job. If you have to choose between happiness, contentment, or misery, pick happiness. Don't pick contentment. And please, for the love of God, do not pick a paycheck. It's the Bleacher song all over. Don't take the money. It's like, don't take the money. You are worth so much more than just settling with dead-end jobs that don't fulfill that little voice inside of you that says, I'm worth more. I deserve more. I'm worth more. And damn it, I want more. Okay, Jeremiah, well, what happens if you're working somewhere and you don't feel like your boss is receptive or hears you out? Okay, what if that's the case? You have to have an honest conversation. If you chase the money and you don't speak up for yourself, you're going to feel like crap later. And you don't deserve to feel like crap later. You deserve to feel best. If you speak up, you might lose your job. If you speak up and lose your job, then you have fear that you're not going to be able to pay the bills to continue a life to which you rather not continue. So what do? You have to be honest with yourself. You have to have a truth moment. Once you have a truth moment, then you have to have a conversation and ask yourself, what is it that I want? Who is it that I want to be? And what is it that I'd like to do if I had the opportunity? And you go and do that. Want to talk about your occupational wellness? Do that. But you won't know unless you ask, and you won't ask unless you feel the allowance. Next thing you know, you'll be 6 feet in the ground, and you'll be dead. Do you think people at the end of their life goes, well, I'm glad I didn't take that opportunity to find out. I'm glad that I stayed content. I'm glad I stayed in that dead-ass job that treated me like shit. Oh, because the money sustained my lifestyle, and I could just continue living my miserable little life that I was already living, and I wasn't living to my true potential, and I wasn't living to my true happiness because I played it safe. Because if that's what you want, then go for it, and you'll find it, and you'll find misery, and you'll either find yourself in a broken relationship, in a broken home, or with a gun in your mouth. Proverbial or literal, which sucks because you don't deserve that. You deserve so much more. But yet everybody around us wants to sugarcoat it. They don't want to have that conversation of what makes you happy, because I'm telling you, your occupational wellness leads into all the other sectors of your life. And you deserve so much more. Especially if the end goal or the end result of you living in a dead-end job and a miserable job is, like I said, in a broken relationship, at a broken home, or with a proverbial or actual gun in your mouth. Because you made bad choices and you didn't think through. Don't get caught up on thinking through, but you didn't think of the things that you really wanted to do that made you feel whole. Now, I get asked that at that point, if you live a life to a job that you don't want to live, in a family you don't want to go home to, and a situation to which is absolutely miserable, is that actually living, or are you just pretending? It's okay if you want to pretend, go ahead and pretend. But then again, why are you still watching this video if you just want to pretend? Like, I could lie to everyone. I'm happy. I'm happy. Or I can find peace and happiness within the small little things around me. And if I find happiness and peace with the small things around me, then I don't have those intrusive thoughts. And I look back and I go, Jeremiah, you're proud of yourself. I am proud of myself, by the way. I'm proud of myself for everything that I have accomplished and everything I have done and everything I'm about to do. Hold my proverbial beer and watch this. But you keep on living the life that you don't want to live, then I don't know what to tell you. It's like one of those things you're doing to yourself. I'll still be your friend. I'll still be here for you, but The only person that's going to change your life, especially with your occupational wellness, is you. You have to find the things worthwhile doing, and then you need to go do them. So. It's been a long day, a super freaking long day. I'm hungry and I'm super tired. So, any questions, comments, gripes, or complaints? Besides Carlo, the sock sniffer. I had to put him in a timeout. Nope. All right. Well, have a wonderful day, and thank you for being here. I will talk to you Thursday. Yes, parenting education. I think that after Thursday, I'm actually going to restructure these videos. I'm rethinking of how I can deliver this type of content and still give it to you for free. I don't know what that looks like, but I am working on that this week. So I will keep you updated. Thank you for being you. You are wonderful. I will talk to you later. Have a great day, and like I said, thank you for being you. You've got this. When it comes to occupational wellness, though, when it comes to this, find a job you like to do and go do it. Be the person you want to be. All right, bye!